Good day, everybody. This is Lone Eagle 112358. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it so very much. I really do. Let's get right into this. So the other day I put out a video talking about the East Coast and all of its tributaries and deltas, and now we're gonna focus on the West Coast. This won't take long because I pretty much got everything out I needed to say in the first video. If you haven't seen it, please go check it out. Link in the description. So basically what I did is I already mapped out all the areas that I feel are unfolding. You guys remember what I was saying? Wickenpanub. So you can see here that I'm not exactly on the line or on the border here. I'm just doing it nonchalantly, but this part is unfolding. This part is unfolding right here. You can see it's right here. So it can open up because you can see this gape right here. It's a giant hinge, and then another one. Gotta turn something on here. Here we go. Oh, okay, I see what the problem is. So that was the big first one. That was like a huge one. That's just, there's no difference between what's happening to Washington State right here than what's happening to Delaware, wherever you are. There we are. And New Jersey. No difference. Okay. Well, Delaware is now an island, but a lot of people don't know that, so we can still say it's still land bound, but it is an island because of this canal right here. But it's unfolding. Like, look at all right here. See how there's a bunch of elbows and hinges? Well, you'll see the same thing right here. This is just shaped differently, you know, and that's all, but there's no difference, okay? So now let's travel down the west coast of America. So I already went out and I traced out all nonchalantly traced out all the places with green, all the cracks. Okay, everything that I was claiming over here that's happening. It's very more predominantly on the East Coast than it is on the West Coast. These right here. This is what I'm trying to find, but it's a little different over on the West Coast. Let's go take a look. Let's go take a peek. But basically it's the same thing happening, but on a smaller scale, and I have a feeling I know why, and we'll talk about that in a moment. So we started up here in Washington State. I showed you the hinges here, how this could unfold now. Don't ask me how it can unfold. You got it happening on Vancouver Island as well, so there's a lot happening in this whole vicinity. You can see that this island is hugging the mainland now, so it looks like this is going to join together. Okay, so let's go back to the coastline. I went and traced nonchalantly, just in a quick, I was in a rush. I was like, I gotta do this quick, got stuff to do. Everything, every little piece of land that's opening up, okay? And it's all, look, they all have the same characteristics, a lot of them. There's this piece of land here, the water wraps around and does its venomite tributary symbiote thing. They break into the land, okay? And then you'll see they just create river after river. They don't stop anymore. It's like there's a mission for them now. And I know that's what happens naturally, okay? Geologically, okay? I just don't know where they're going. They weren't like this before. They won't like this before. So let's keep going. See, I skipped a couple. I was like too small. I think I probably just missed that actually. But let's go slowly down the west coast. You'll see it's the same trademark over and over. That nub of land just sticking out. Water seeping in, filling in, going into the mainland. You'll see it all over, you know, the west coast. It's different here on the west coast than it is on the east coast. Okay, it's different. And I know people who are from this line, this timeline, they're gonna be like, "That's just geology. That's what happens, Lone Eagle." I believe you. I believe you. I believe it on this timeline we're living, but there's a lot of them. Okay, there's a lot of them. I've been watching these for over the year. Devil's Lake. Why does everything have to be devil and, you know, There's a pit here in Ottawa. It's called Devil's Pit. I'm like, why is everything devil? Hell's Corner or Hell's Kitchen. You know, it's just everything's like hell. Bad. And we're going to talk about these patches you see here in the forest. That's coming up in the video very shortly. Look at this. Okay, and each one, I'm telling you, each one is just creeping into the land. Didn't used to do that. I mean, and even if it did do that before, there were not this many. Okay? We're not even done yet. Let's keep going. La la la. Hope you guys are having a good week. It's a peculiar mountain range to be going right into the ocean like that. Okay, so you can download Google Earth, follow these rivers yourself. You could see what I'm talking about. It's like every, you know, well, I don't know how many kilometers that would be. Let's check. This is just a guesstimation, people. Okay, click. Oh my god. Click. So let's say every 10 to 20 to 30 kilometers, give or take, okay? Everywhere, all over the west coast, all over the east coast, all over the world. Now here, I wanted to stop here because what's happening here, you guys see this? What state are we in here? Is this Cali? Oh, I am not saying this name. Every time I say this state's name, I get freaking butchered up. You guys know what state it is. Look right here. I'm going to show you consistencies, okay? You see how it's all like a V-like structure? I'll show you another place that's happening too, but on a smaller scale. Do you guys see it? It's right there. North Carolina. V structure. And I'm going to show you why. In my last video I showed people that the land is moving towards the blue stuff, and then I was like, well, this is weird because this part of California or North Carolina, you can see these V structures, V-shaped structures under the water on the seabed. And my claim is, well, that's what the land is doing. It's going this way, and then when you look on the seabed, you see those things. Those V structures, you know, V-shaped structures. So that's my claim that that's why. And look, boom, you just see, just, you know. So over here in this state, I'm not even going there. Same thing. Same thing. Okay. And if you look at the floor, same thing. Okay. Just, it's not this exact same thing, but if you look, you see all these lines under following this, okay? And on the other side, same thing. I only when I make little predictions like this, it's because I see it happening in other places. I would never just see this once and go, oh, this is what's happening, ladies and gentlemen. I would need other references, I would need other examples, so that's why I did that in orange. That is happening there as it did to right here in North Carolina, Pamlico Sound. And you know what? This is where the Wright brothers learned how to, well, they invented flying. Where is it? It's around here somewhere. I wasn't planning on talking about it, so I'm not going to look for it, but somewhere here. Why would they come out in the middle of a land strip like this to learn how to fly? It's like so out of the way. Why wouldn't they just do it on the mainland? Always, you know, I've wondered that since Mandela hit. But anyway, the Wright brothers. Check it out. But yeah, you're seeing the same thing right here. Okay? Same thing. Whoa. Oh, look at this. You're starting to see the land. You're starting to see rocks. You can start seeing a lot of this, I predict. And I'm just predicting But you can see the tops of mountains just start coming out of the water like that. And look where it's happening, right where I said the land is going, reaching out. So let's keep an eye on that. Let's continue. Let's sally forth. Okay, more of the green lines separating the land, but not separating it in a tense where, you know, total separation, just expanding. Okay, that's my prediction. I will change that prediction if I see other things or other information is brought to the table, of course. I'm not setting this in stone. That'd be insane. I did that. I tried to do that. I got owned. What time we got? 10 minutes? Okay, let me finish this up. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for your time. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the likes, all the comments, all the feedback. In some places it's getting wider and bigger. See that? Look at the long banks. See, it's doing what I said it would do. It's just repeating itself all over the place. Now, a lot of people are going to disagree with what I'm showing you. This is going to be a natural occurrence, and I'm not going to disagree. I will not engage. Oh, look here, Sal. Oh my God, we're 10 minutes in and we're already there. Okay, I better speed it up here. So there's nothing in between this big giant gap here. So, but you will notice that the land seems to be, well, I'm not going to say you're going to notice the land seems to be reaching out here. That's because I assume you guys see what I see. You will begin to notice some weird things happening, like the land might come out here. You might see more of these dark spots appearing all over here, like we did right here. You know what I mean? So keep an eye on the coast. Let's get to San Francisco now. I don't ever remember water being inside this part. I'm not from there, but it just seems like it's starting to seep in. I also don't remember this jagged part, this can opener, and this long straight. I just don't remember that at all when I'd come look at San Francisco. And I also don't remember this part where the green is. I don't remember where all that tributary action happening. I just don't remember. I've made this claim in one of my Cali videos. I gotta redo that Cali video because Cali changes on a freaking daily, man. There's too many tributaries, too many dark spots. It's just something huge is happening to Cali. So my claim is this right here is all new. This water spot and this part right here on the other side of San Francisco, past the bay. And you're starting to see, and I forgot to do this part. I wanted to share this with you guys, but it's happening right here, but it's very faint. The water's starting to creep in right there, and we'll zoom in right now and I'll show you. This river, it's starting to get darker and more predominant. You're starting to see more of these like vegetation around it. It's just a sign of it growing. And this dark spot, you see how it's all shaded here? Well, it used to be nice and just colorful here. Now it's all dark, and that's a sign of water coming in. I've been watching this Cali for a long time. Cali is my dream state. I would love to move to Cali, then Arizona, and die there. If I could die in two places at once, it'd be Cali and Arizona. You know? Oh shit, I think I can die in two places at once. Right at Parker Strip. That's where you'll see me. Yeah, I'm noticing big changes to California, so. But that's all the green lines for the West Coast. Thank you very much for your patience. I did continue down into Baja California, and big thumbs up if you remember Baja being called Baja Mexico. Does anybody remember that? Anyone remember that at all? No one talks about that. I'm like, it used to be called Baja Mexico down here and Baja Cali up here, or California. I've got other green spots. These are old. These have been there for a while, but I marked them out anyway. The west coast of Mexico is just the same thing's happening. I stopped there though because it was just too much. I'm going to turn Mexico into another video itself because there's a lot happening with Mexico as well. So here's the joint I was telling you about. It's going to open up. Maybe not. Who knows? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I love bringing this stuff to you guys, you know, and love being your guys' eyes. And now I'm going to be the ears, and I want to hear some feedback, please. That'd be awesome. Let me know what you guys think is happening here, you know, because just in my opinion, there's places in this world where the land is opening up, filling up with water, and it might drain out back into the ocean and form new land. And or like look at northern Canada. Like I said all the time, I need people to start looking at this place. It's the land of the million lakes. Look at this. I didn't even zoom in that far. Look, you can see every little blue dot. Not in my timeline, okay, not my reality. There's places that are being flooded, so I'm not saying like everywhere is gonna be land. I'm just saying, man, it looks like this part's gonna be land. And this part's gonna be water. New oceans, new bodies of water, new land, just in different places. What you're seeing now is we're gonna get the same thing. Water and land, just in different spots, that's all. Anyway, lots more to come. That was my green video. I did an orange video. I got a purple video coming out soon. Let me know what you guys think about anything. You want me to cover something, give me a shout out. I'm reading all the comments. I got the World War II or actually World War I videos and the vintage videos going, so I'm going to be responding to those because there's a lot of people making comments and there's a lot to follow up on that. So please stay tuned. I love you, love yourself, love your neighbor, and have a great week. Lone Eagle, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Peace. The East Coast and all of its tributaries and deltas, and now we're gonna focus on the West Coast. This won't take long because I pretty much got everything out I needed to say in the first video. If you haven't seen it, please go check it out, link in the description. So basically what I did is I already mapped out all the areas that I feel are unfolding. You guys remember what I was saying? Wickenpanub. So you can see here that I'm not exactly on the line or on the border here, just doing it nonchalantly, but this part is unfolding. This part is unfolding right here. You can see it's right here. So it can open up because you can see this gape right here. It's a giant hinge, and then another one. Well, Delaware is now an island, but a lot of people don't know that, so we can still say it's still land bound, but it is an island because of this canal right here. But it's unfolding. Like, look at all right here. See how there's a bunch of elbows and hinges? Well, you'll see the same thing right here. This is just shaped differently, you know, and that's all, but there's no uh-oh, gotta turn something on here. Here we go. Oh, okay, I see what the problem is. So that was the big first one. That was like a huge one. That's just, there's no difference between what's happening to Washington State right here than what's happening to Delaware, wherever you are. There we are. And New Jersey. No difference. Okay. Good day, everybody. This is Lone Eagle 112358. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it so very, very, very much. I really do. Let's get right into this. So the other day I put out a video talking about